What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today what we're going to be doing is I will be showing you guys the best airflow configuration in my opinion in the Hyet Y40 case. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so to get started, first things first, you will see me in the mirror because it's glass and I'm recording on an iPhone, as you can see. Second thing, I can't use my actual microphone. Where is the damn thing? I don't want to use my actual microphone because it's going to be hard to hold this thing while showing you guys stuff. So I'm sorry for the horrible quality since I'm using my iPhone. But let me pop this off. Make sure I'm being careful. Because, you know, I don't have no $4,000 camera that every YouTuber and their mother has. I'm just your classic guy with an iPhone. But here we are, you guys. So there's a few things I recommend. No, I'm not a professional PC builder, but and I honestly never will be. I probably will, but you guys know what I mean. But so what I think the best fan configuration in here is so you have one. This will always be intake no matter what. The little fan that you have down in that compartment, I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see. It's down there, trust me. There's a intake fan, okay? That will always be intake. And first, let me tell you guys the difference between intake and output, okay? So if you look at a fan, okay? This sucks in the air. So the face right here, the face of the fan sucks in the air. So if you had this, wherever the air is, the air will go in that way and exit out of the back of the fan right here. So the back of the fan always looks like this. It always has those lines going across the fan. And the front is always the normal freest part, okay? So what I recommend for a good optimization, first things first, what I'm going to do for my configuration, okay? So I'm going to have a 360 millimeter radiator up here, okay? I'm just waiting for the radiator, so I mounted those fans up there already. Not fully mounted, as you can see. You can move around, like they're just barely screwed in, but they're still up there. But this is going to be intake, then exhaust. So you have four, 1, 2, 3, 4 intake and 3 exhaust, because you would want positive pressure or neutral pressure, and in this case it's impossible to get neutral pressure, so you have to go for positive pressure. That's why I'm going for intake, full exhaust. And mainly also because I believe radiators should always be exhaust if they're on the top. But if you have a different case, and it has a panel right here to where you can mount fans, you definitely want to put that radiator as an intake and intake the air through here so you can get that air circulation. Because one thing that you always have to remember is air rises. Well, hot air rises, okay? So then you have that intake down there to get to the GPU, because your GPU is probably going to be sagging out to here. So that's intake. That's only intake for the GPU. And this is the only little holes that you have for that intake. When the fan's right here, then you only have these, and it's limited intake. So that's why I recommend going intake, exhaust, intake. Because if you look at the back, look how much intake you have. You just breathe it all in, buddy. You have so much intake back there that these two 120 millimeter fans should do great, plus this fan and that fan. But yeah, if you have any questions at all, please leave them down in the comments below. I will make sure to reply, and if it is a good enough point, I will reply with video will come out soon, and I'll make a video on your comment to answer it in complete extra detail, because I know stuff like this can be confusing. But for the Hyet Y40 case, I recommend going intake, exhaust, intake, intake to get that positive pressure, which, because you also will have your graphics card mounted right here. This is where the graphics card goes, and you're gonna have that up. So then blowing on the graphics card, blowing on the graphics card. This will be blowing in the middle. You kind of want to keep all that cool air in the middle area here. And then what you want to do is, since heat rises, you always want that exhaust to be up here at the top. So yeah, I hope this video helped you guys. Let me make one more segment on PC fan configurations kind of thing, just real quick. So I decided to show you guys the upper part right here, just to kind of help you understand what's going on here. So, if you see this back part of the fan, that looks like this, okay? This is the exhaust point, okay? At the top of your case, whatever case you have, there must be exhaust up here. Never buy a case that does not have a point at the top where you can install fans at the top here. Even if it's just one fan, you want one fan at least up here in the top area, because you need to have exhaust. Because you can't have all intake. And yeah, so also for your power supply, what you're going to want to do is, because of how much room it has, it's hard to see actually with my desk pad there, how much room it has there, don't worry about the cable management. I'm fixing that in the next video, just trust me. Okay, with all that room there, you can seriously put your power supply, the fan, you put the fan down. So the fan should be facing the bottom here, so it can get through like this part, but not the top, at the bottom right down here. But, so, top fans need to look like this, okay? When you look at them, you need to see these little points on them, okay? At the back here, I need to flip this one around, but you want to see this little guy, you want to see this part on this side. You just kind of take this and put them on this side, if that makes sense. Then make these fans like that, and then you put your other fan looking like that, but the other way. So you have the front fan facing, wait, no, you keep it like this, you keep it like that. So that bottom fan needs to look like this one. And yeah, that's my fan configuration. So you need to know that these top fans, you can hold up to 3 fans up here, 3 120mm fans up here. You can hold up to 1 120mm fan up here, and then 2 240, 240, what the heck? You can fit up to 2 140mm fans over here, and a 240mm radiator, 360mm radiator, obviously. And then this supports up to a 120mm fan down there. So I hope this helped you guys. I know I probably wasn't the most descriptive person in the world. But yeah, please tell me what PC kind of stuff you would like to see next. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. What's up, guys? Today we're going to Micro Center in Denver, Colorado to go and pick up my